taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Charlie Smith to kick off for New Orleans.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he returns this to the 22.
New England take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with a don't fumble the football.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. And Walker has it. And no sidestepping that hit. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Shuck. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shuck now to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Running left, it's Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his left. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. running from the gun with Henry. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
This 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Saints are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd down and 6 now. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Throw left side is complete on a diving effort. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. On play action, Shuck. There's Chris Olave. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go. Achane. But he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. To throw now, Shuck. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. The slot man in motion right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get that complete to Vele. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Jackson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Here's Johnson with a reception. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now Shuck. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack.
38-yard line.
But Charles, this offense just can't seem to get off the ground.
But the quarterback, he has to keep picking himself off the ground because this pass rush, they've been on him so far in a big way. 3 sacks here in the first half. He might tell his offensive line, quit helping me up and just block the guys in front of you. And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop. But that winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Shuck. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a fourth down.
Shuck to throw for it on fourth. He lets it go deep for Olave. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Inside handoff, Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and
Here's Jackson to throw. Connection with Walker going across the formation. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. He lets it go deep for Olave. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jalen Hawkins with a pick. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To the air is Rattler. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Off the play fake, it's Rattler. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Jackson now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Henry running right. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. Given 3 on the screen, he couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Jackson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
It's 4th down.
To throw is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
And the Ravens first down.
Now Jackson taps this forward. Jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Throwing is Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Rattler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Red 38. Ready, go. Hey, check mega. Ready.
Here's Rattler. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Wester on the return. So both teams scoreless here as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down carry for Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Now it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You're starting to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Now Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
33, yellow.
Now Rattler. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense so far on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This quarterback now just 2 out of 6 since coming on, but he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Rattler. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
2nd and 10.
Come on, set. Yellow.
In motion right, Olave. Rattler wants to throw it. They'll get this out to Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
95.
To the air once more is Rattler. And this is going to be intercepted. Chico Tv with a pick. And the Ravens are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 47 yards. And the Saints have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Charlie Smith for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Ravens nothing. Charlie Smith to kick off for New Orleans.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. Now Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Kool-Aid McKinstry with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So here's a 3rd and 14. Rattler working out of the gun. That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
He'll drop to throw. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him.
First down. First down and goal to go.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. That is caught by Vele. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Rattler. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
Charlie Smith to kick off for New Orleans.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Jackson. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. 1st down, Baltimore.
Jackson to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Off the play fake, it's Rattler. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
A loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17 at the 20-yard line.
Certainly not the highest of